seen this in the last class also, right? Now, for example, if you see daily necessities, what will happen with goods of daily necessities? For example, if you take bread, right, you take vegetables or you take fruits, they are being sold on a daily basis and their cash is received by the person doing that business immediately. So over here, the person using daily necessities goods or doing business on daily basis has immediate money in his hand, so the requirement for working capital for him is less. Yes, it is less. Why? Because he is immediately getting his money. So when there is constant and sufficient cash inflow in the organization and all the risk and liabilities are taken care of, then the requirement of working capital is less. Now, for example, if you say public utility things, less working capital is required because you get cash from the customers. For example, I gave you the example of a vegetable seller or your groceries, right? These retailers, they get money immediately from the customers. So their working capital requirement is less because they have cash in hand. Now, for example, if you see luxurious products, right? Like you say a BMW or a Jaguar or some high end machinery or gadget. People won't buy it on everyday basis, right? They would buy or have purchased once in a lifetime or twice in a lifetime. Every now and then, nobody will buy BMW, no? So in this case, when the goods are sold on luxurious basis, the luxurious goods are sold, then the amount of working capital required is more. Okay? Huge working capital is required because luxurious items or goods are not sold frequently. Now, trading firms which are concerned with distribution of goods need to carry big inventories of goods to meet customers' demand and have to extend credit facilities to attract customers. What happens over here is when they are doing business on a large scale, they need to give credit facilities. Now, when credit facilities is given, there are more customers, the sales are more. But you need to plan and time your payments from the customers so well that you are not in a debt. The organization is not in a debt or there are no bad debts. So when credit facilities are given, like if you tell the customer that you pay the money at a later date, then in that case, you will require more working capital. Why? Because the money from the customer has not come to you. So in that case, an organization or a firm need to understand its nature of business as what are its payment or trade policies, what are its capital requirement, how the organization is going to have its payment policies. One has to keep in mind the nature of business, whether you're dealing into day-to-day business or whether you're dealing into a luxurious product. Now, next, you also need to see the size of business. Whether you have a small size business, see this shop over here, a small retailer, right? He has bought certain goods and products to be sold on daily basis. You can see a vegetable seller over here. He buys the stock early in the morning from the wholesaler or the trader and then he sells it to the customer. So he gets his money on daily basis. Whereas if you see big companies, these are the top 10 large industries of our country. Yes, you may work in some of them, right? So for that, you need to have good qualification and good knowledge. And for that, you need to pass your HSC. So study well. Don't take things lightly. So this is my value education for the day. Study well. Yes, if you want or you aspire to work in some of the top 10 companies of our country. Now, when we talk about size, it also depends the requirement of working capital. The size also depends the requirement of working capital. Now, when you compare a small retail outlet or a vegetable seller Do you think the working capital requirement is more compared to the big companies? No, right? They require less working capital, whereas the working capital required by these large companies is at a greater extent. Yes, they require large or more working capital. So, depending upon the size of business, the working capital is also required accordingly. So, you can understand that if a person has small outlet, he will require less money and vice versa. Now, next is volume of sales. Now, any organization, whether small or big, you will plan, or the organization will say that the sales should increase. Now, why the sales should increase? I told you the cyclic flow of the business, right? Where the cash is received, the sales are received, yeah, the sales are more. Now, when sales are more, what happens? Money comes to the organization, which can be used in a better way. Like if the sales are more, for example, you have gone to any mall just before lockdown and all, you have seen if there is certain sale or certain offers given by the companies, you will run to buy those products, right? What will happen over here? The sales will increase. Yes, the amount, the sales will increase. So now to increase the sales or to increase the volume of a sales, the company may incur certain promotional activities. The company may give certain offers. The company may give certain discounts, right? Just to lure the customers. So in that case, the requirement of working capital is more. So understand all these points are related to your working capital requirement. To increase the sales, you need to put up more money in advertising, transporting, reaching the goods to the consumers on time. Hence, the company will incur extra expenditures. So the working capital requirement will be more. Now, what will happen by putting up more working capital over here? It will lead to increase of sales, which will again help the organization to get more cash inflow for itself, which in turn it can help, it will be helpful for the company for expansion, growth, research purposes. So volume of sales depends upon the requirement of working capital. The more working capital you employ in that activity, the more result will be of increasing sales. So over here, if the volume of sales also increases, the working capital requirement also increases. Next is production cycle. This you must have also learned in your organization of commerce subject. Yes, where you know that the goods are produced, then the distributor, the producer will again give it to the consumer. The retailer, the consumer will buy from the retailer, right? Over here, if you see, the goods are being manufactured. Now, suppose, for example, it's a recycling unit, the raw materials are extracted, the manufacturing or the production is done, the transportation takes place, then it is utilized for reuse. Suppose if this is a recycle plant. So in that case, over here, the production cycle depends upon converting the raw material into finished goods. Yes, into finished goods. So if the production cycle is longer, what does that mean? I will explain it to you. More working capital is required. Production cycle is longer in the sense, suppose you have a mangrove or a mango tree plantation. You will get mangoes, you pluck it, you sell it in the market, you get money. But immediately after selling those mangoes, the next mangoes are hanging on the trees? No, right? It will take time to grow. Yes, it will have its own, nature has its own timing. So we have to follow the laws of the nature. Yes or no? So in that case, we need to understand that if a production cycle is long, like for example, if you are a car manufacturing unit, to make a car, it may take 3 months or 4 months. Yes, it depends upon the mechanism that you use in your company. Yeah, right? If you have advanced mechanism, then your production can be in 2 months or 1 month. So in that case, your working capital will be accordingly needed. So if your production cycle is longer, then more working capital is required. If it is short, now short, for example, you have a cake business or you have a bread business, you're baking up bread and selling it. So again, next day you have to make the bread, no, once it is sold. So it is on daily basis, right? So here the manufacturing cycle is short. So less working capital is required. Whereas where the production cycle requires is longer, then it requires more working capital. Next is business cycle. Now, see, when we increase our sales, just on the previous point we spoke about that the company will give offers, discounts, promotion to increase its sales, right? When there is a boom period, the sales are increasing. Like, for example, now the sales for sanitizers, gloves, mask, all they have become essential, no? So the sales for such products is increasing. Now, whatever good happens in an organization, like if the sales are increasing, they have more capital. Yes, so they can think of expansion of their business. If they have more sales, they get more money, they can put more working capital, which will help them to invest also in certain stocks, which they can earn benefit on it, and then in that case they may earn profit or dividend on those stocks which they have invested. Because they have more sales, they have more money, they are investing that money, they are getting profit on the investments. That is why over here they are now in a boom period, or they are expanding their business, right? So over here they need to understand that if the sales are increasing, right, the economy for the company is also getting better. They have more money to do their work. But for example, there are certain organizations who have closed down, they cannot work, they have laid off their employees, there's a recession period, then in that case, the sales can decline, which will also lead to the decline of working capital requirements. So over here, the company needs to understand that in what period is the company, whether it is in boom period or whether it is in recession period. Accordingly, the working capital requirement will be. Next is terms of purchase or sale. Now, what makes us to buy certain things? Yes, certain advertisement we see, oh, my friend has that product, so even I want to buy. Yes, we see different things, no, with our eyes, and then we want those things for ourselves. So we want to buy. But what leads us for us to purchase that goods? The certain promotions or offers given by the company. Even on your nowadays, a long time on your mobile phones, right? So you may be watching YouTube videos also, right? So you get ads over there. You get lured by those ads and then you end up buying those products. Yes. So over here, the company need to understand that if it adopts a liberal credit policy, then it requires more working capital. What does it mean? It means that if the company tells the customers, okay, you can pay me. Suppose you go to buy a washing machine. You tell that you will pay in installments or you will pay in a later period of time, right? So here the money going to the company is delayed. What the product is purchased, that there is sales, but if the company adopts credit liberal policy, then the money coming to the company is delayed. So in that case, it will require more working capital. Now, when a company is buying raw materials, right? And if there are stringent rules that if you pay the full money, then only you get the raw materials. Okay? If you pay the full money, then only you get the raw materials. Then in that case, it requires more working capital. Now, when we talk about purchase and sale from company point of view, that if the company wants to buy raw materials, then it requires more working capital. But at the same time, if the company gives liberal credit policy to its consumers or customers, yes, to buy the products at or pay for the products at a later time, then the money is not coming to the company. Those sales have taken place, but the money is not received by the company. Then in that case, it requires more working capital. Now, on the other hand, if the credit terms of purchases for the company, like if the company gets a relaxation of paying for the raw materials at a later date. See, you know about promissory notes and bills of exchange, right? So over here, if the company gets certain relaxation for paying for the raw materials, then it requires less working capital. Whereas if it becomes stringent with the customers that you pay for the product that you have purchased right now, then in that case, the working capital requirement is less. Why? Because the money is coming to the company. So less credit liberal policy, less working capital, right? So we need to understand the terms of purchase and sales for the company. Next is credit control. That's what we were talking about right now. Yes. Now, what is credit control? It includes the factors such as volume of credit sales. Credit sales means you are allowing the customer to give money or cash at a later period. Okay. So over here, if the company allows the customer to pay at a later period, then the company will require more working capital. Now, sometimes the company keeps its credit check. Like if it is allowing installment basis payment for the consumer, then it will see whether the amount is paid by the consumer or no. Yes, he will check. The company, the finance manager will check as how the company has to deal with credit transaction. So if the company has sound credit policy, like if they balance properly how much payments they have to make, how much money is going to come to them, if they balance and they have proper funds at the right time, then there will be no problem. So they can allow their consumers with credit policies if they are well planned in the organization. So the finance manager has a great task to see about all these aspects. Again, if over here, if the consumer does not pay, we have given credit liberal policy to them. You can pay at your own leisure time. But if the customer fails to pay at the desired time, then there are chances of bad debts. So the firm requires more working capital if the money does not come from the customer. Hence, the firm needs to take care about it. Cash sales and credit sales. Yes, the company, the accounting department of the organization needs to take care of all those things. If the company is getting cash sales, more money is coming, then working capital requirement is less. But if the money is not coming, then working capital requirement is more. Next, we will talk about is growth and expansion. Now, success in any business depends upon its growth also. Suppose if you are growing, right, we are expanding. Now, take for example, our college itself. We were such a small unit before, but now we have expanded and have a lot of future plannings for the betterment of our students. We are planning every day that how a student community benefits once he enters into this college. Yes, the college is striving hard for its business, for its success, for its growth, so that we can give the best people in the industry. We can train our children in such a way that they are the good citizens of our country and they make our college name proud. Yes, I'm sure you agree with that, right? So for that, you have to put your efforts. You have to work hard. Yes, college is also working hard for your betterment to give you all the best services that it can provide you. Though there are certain technical issues, we know that this is a pandemic situation. We need to have patience as well. So those students who are unable to log in or things like that, definitely the team is trying to help you out in whichever best possible way. So have patience, children, and you will definitely get your login IDs and other details. So don't worry, we are working hard for you over here. So any organization to grow, expand, it requires proper amount of capital. So proper planning between the fixed capital and the working capital is really required in an organization. Yes. So next we move on to the next ability about management. Now, if there is proper management, right? See, for example, if you take your own example, if you do proper time management, you can study all the subjects well in time. We don't know what is the future situation. We don't know what other guidelines come up, right? So we need to keep ourselves well prepared. Yes, we need to have proper time management. Now, this is possible if there is proper coordination. You just learned in your OC class, right? That if you have proper coordination, proper planning, proper production and distribution of goods, then you can definitely lead your organization into good amount of sales, and which will help the organization to earn profit. So proper management and coordination among all the teammates, all the departments, every human resource in the organization is at the most important, because if there is lack of coordination, then the functioning or the working of the organization cannot take place smoothly. Hence, to ensure smooth functioning of activities in any organization, proper management is very, very important. The needs of the employees are to be taken care of. The management has to give proper attention to the needs of the employees, because it is the employees who are working hard for the management. Hence, proper management helps in proper execution of the task in any organization. So, for example, over here, if a company has proper expert skillful people, then they need to pay them also accordingly. Yes. For example, over here, if a heavy stocks are required, then the need for working capital is also more. So the team or the committee or the people or the managers or the board of directors need to ensure that proper working capital is there in the organization for carrying out the task efficiently. Lastly, we would talk about external factors. Now, what can be the external factors? Yes. External factors, like if the company wants to grow, wants to plan, it has certain goal, it is innovating some new product, then it requires funds. And to require funds, it may apply for bank loans. Yes. So to have bank loans whenever required. So if the money is being provided by the bank to carry out the activity, then the working capital requirement in the organization is less. Okay, it is reduced, comparatively less in the organization. Why? Because you are getting money from an external source. You are applying for bank loans or financial institution. So here we complete with this topic, the factors affecting working capital requirement. It is on your page 6 and 7. I was talking to you about